Hi, Robin. So normally I start these videos where I have already prepped the room and I've worked with the client to shuffle the cards, and I've already slid the cards out of the deck. And I thought, well, maybe I'd do this one a little different, and I would show myself prepping the room and going through the whole process. So first thing I do is I prep the room so that I know that no entities that don't have your best interest at heart can come enter the space and interfere with the reading. And I do that on all four walls. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing, but I'll go like that. And then this third wall. Oh, I got a closet over here. It looks kind of nasty, but oh well, it's just an extra room. And you got to see my green screen, which nobody gets to see. That's how I put the backgrounds in on my videos. And I always do uh, this wall out in front of me, this wall out in front of me last, where the cameras are. And I do it last because that clears out the space and and allows anything that is in the space to exit through the open uh, doors and open space. Okay, then the next thing I do is I connect to your spiritual environment and we shuffle the cards. Now to do that, I'm going to use a different camera, and I'll probably have to change that camera once or twice. But I guess that's it. I'm going to throw this sweatshirt off. Okay, so the next thing I do is now I'll show you the table in a second. At this camera angle, you can't see the table, but I put in a bigger surface because I'm doing 9-card reading instead of a 3, and I thought it'd be easier if I had more space. And so the next thing that I do is I reach out and I connect with your spirit. And I do that first by saying a short prayer. And then I do a technique called grounding. And I reach into the ground as if there were roots coming into the ground from my feet. Only those roots aren't just going a few inches into the ground like a plant. They're growing into the ground and into the entire planet. And then I reach out to you and I wait until I feel the response. And then we connect, and I've connected. And I explain, I'm Joe Shepard. I'm going to do a reading for you. And I would like to connect to your spiritual energy. You seem excited about it. And so the next thing we need to do, we need to shuffle the cards. And I ask you to guide my hands. And you ask me if there's any rules as to how you have to shuffle them. And I say, no. Do whatever you like. You ask me if we can shuffle them like cards, like a dealer would shuffle cards. And that's what I'm going to do. And you tell me to do it a couple more times this way. And you ask me if that's good enough. And I say, it's up to you when it's good enough. And you say, okay, stop. Okay, now I'm going to lay the cards on the table. And I am going to turn the camera so that you can see the cards. And this is a table. This is a new table. This tabletop I made myself. And I've got on the table, I've got selenite, which can neutralize negative energies. And I've got black tourmaline, which absorbs and shields against energies from the outside. Now you have chosen cards 8, 14, and 33. Seven, 8. And there's 14. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. Okay. So this card represents your outer self. And I've changed the way I read them a little bit. And externally, you're involved in something that is overwhelming you a bit. It might be getting you, maybe you're angry or afraid. You have some kind of very negative, strong feeling about something going on in your situation. This card is detached from the situation. I forgot to say that. And what it's saying is that you need to step back and take a clear look at it, even regardless of how your emotional response to the situation is. Is it really that important? Is it really that outside the realm of what's in your best interest? Detach from it and take an objective look at the situation. And maybe it's just not as important as it seems. This next card, this is from your higher self. And it is, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. And what this is saying is that God, Spirit, the angels, they're already trying to tell you the answer to your problem. They're working with you. Somewhere within you, you know the answer, and you're either ignoring it or you're afraid of it, or there's something more. You already see the image. You already know what it is you have to do, and you're resisting that path. So whatever it is that's going on, and I don't know what it is, you need to take a step back and look at it, because this is a situation that may not either be as bad as you think, or it may be actually in your best interest. And if you just take let your imagination roam, let your dreams carry you, you're going to find the path that you need to find. And now this is an action, and this is saying that you're on the right path. That you're headed in the right direction. But if you'll notice, the card was upside down, and that's telling me that there's more to this than meets the eye. So this is saying you're on the right path, but it's probably, given what I've seen in the others, that you're resisting or you're very doubtful of the direction you're going. And these cards are saying, take a step back, take a good look at it. What you're fighting is actually in your best interest. Use your imagination, use your dreams, follow your dreams, and you're on the right path. You just have to not resist that path. So, the next thing we're going to take a look at is going to be the past on this situation. And normally I take individual pictures of each card so you can see them, but I think what I'll do in this case is take one picture of the entire spread when I'm done. And this card is saying, remember, this is your past, and it's saying you have to shield yourself, you have to protect yourself from something. Given what we already know, it means that you've been feeling it. You need to protect yourself against some perceived threat. And this card says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And so somewhere inside you, you've been struggling to keep above this, to rise above this whole situation, whatever it is, this thing that makes you, the thing that's driving you to say, I need to protect myself from that. And this card is saying, just rise above that. That's how you've been trying to deal with it. And this card says eternal love, that you're surrounded by safe feelings and angels' love. And so now that card was also upside down. And so that's suggesting to me, a lot of this is, now I'm wondering if this is not about a romance, this situation. Because this card is saying that you're surrounded by love, but maybe you don't realize it. And you're trying to rise above a situation that if you take a step back, maybe that's the wrong thing to do. And use your imagination, and you'll see your dreams within the current situation. And finally, you're already on the right path. Just move forward. And now this will be your future, where you're going, and where your higher self sees as possible for you. And this card is saying innocence. Remember that you're innocent. You may not believe it. You may feel like you have done something wrong. You may be unsure of the way you're going. But we're all in the same boat, and we're all struggling to understand that which we can't understand. And so this card is saying that even if you don't believe it, even if you haven't realized it yet, you are innocent. You're innocent as a child, as a baby, the day you were born. None of what has happened to you has to define you. And the direction you're headed, this is your life's purpose. So you're on the right path. You've been you need to step back and realize that you're on the right path, because you have been resisting it a bit. And maybe you're afraid to move in that direction, but the direction you're moving in, and the direction you're going to be moving in, it's your life's purpose. And it's okay. It's okay. You can move in a direction. There's nobody judging you. There's nobody in a position that they can be judging you. The only lesson that you're here to learn on earth is the lesson that you are, I'm pointing, but you can't see me. So the lesson that you are here to learn. And finally, this said card says, ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So you're on the right path. You're unsure. Maybe you're resisting the path. You've even felt threatened, or perhaps that you've done the wrong thing. But going forward, you need to remember that you're an innocent being, and there's no one judging you but yourself. Because the thing you're doing, it's your life's purpose, and the direction you're going is the right direction for you, and it's really powerfully what you ought to be doing. And if you need help, the angels are all around you, and they're just waiting to help. They're always waiting to help. They're always right at your side. So this was a fun reading to do. You're actually only the third 9-card reading I've done for someone, other than practicing for myself. And I hope you like the reading, and I hope it's meaningful, and I hope you have a great day and a great future.